today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions versus Sam Darnold and the Chicago Bears.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this line without saying, I guess, they could certainly... It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Faking the give, Darnold. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30. Net he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Throwing again is Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Shreds the tackle. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Stafford. And get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Stafford going to give it to Swift. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're putting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Man, that ain't making no sense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11 now. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And it's sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw again on second down. Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put that contact on it. Really well done.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you're conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the gun, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Stafford looks to throw again. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Darnold on first down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And Jones has it over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Well, the Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off of play action, Darnold. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford completing it here, Marvin Jones. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry.
Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Danny Trevathan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. That's complete to Mooney. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stafford. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to... It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. Sam Darnold heading back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Mario Edwards Jr. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Stafford on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
First down, Bears.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on second down. Stanford. Open man is Galladay, complete.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. As he throws there, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again at Stafford. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Darnold completes it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Again, Darnold. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Here's Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Montgomery back to the ground. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this one is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's some of the levy casualties.
He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. He completes it to Bryant. It is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Stafford on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Throwing again. Stafford, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get...
On springs free, Montgomery loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief there when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Johnson on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford will find Bryant, his tight end, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's able to muscle it here as he pulls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run, Montgomery, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Christian Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So out now come the Lions. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and his throw here's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Running is Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
first down. Stafford here.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, Stafford throwing deep for Golladay. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 50, Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down.
And the Bears will get the football back.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
On first down, it's Darnold. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Darnold from the gun. That's complete to Mooney. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
A tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's Darnold to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Stafford and the Lions now down by 12. 1:45 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. The slant to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And it'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, but at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Chicago, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile,